And a happy Wednesday, everybody. Welcome in Chase and Big Joe, 102.5 The Game on, and I just said that, on this Wednesday. He's Big Joe Dubin. I'm Chase McCabe.
Nervous.
Dr. Crane, Nick Frazier, back at the studios. We are live today at Belmead Historic Site and Winery. We will tell you so much more about that as we go on throughout the show. But first, let's check in with Titans head coach Brian Callahan, who is currently at the podium.
And then the changes that you guys made. A lot of pressure, obviously, on Cam. To what degree is that, I guess, a disappointment, if it is, and maybe specifically your thoughts on Dan and his first game there?
I thought the disappointment is probably strong. I think we could have played better up front in the game. I do think it's fair to mention that team last year was the number one pass rush team in football. They were going to be a challenge. We couldn't help everybody all the time, and there's going to be some one-on-ones, and we did a good job in some and not as good a job in other points. So have to be better there, certainly. It wasn't a one-person problem, and we had some leakage at all parts at certain times. But yeah, I think I thought we could have played better than we did over the entirety of the game as a unit. But that's also a front that presents a ton of challenges really up and down the line. They're good all the way across. So got to improve for sure. Dan in particular? Yeah, I mean, he's facing up against the second or third leading sacker in the league last year. Really talented speed rusher. Nick Benito, he won some matchups for sure. When you play one-on-one against guys like that, they win some too. That's part of the way that works. But I think Dan had some really good reps, and I think there's one or two or three there in some of those passing situations that I think he could have executed. Maybe better, but those guys are going to win reps too. They get paid. He got paid a whole lot of money to do what he did. So I think that's the give and take.
Pass catchers, they didn't really do Cam Ward any favor. How do you approach this week to avoid having that high number of drops like that?
I think we all know what it takes. We have to do a better job of some of the pass game details, just doing the things that we've done for months now. And then there's just the act of just making sure we're focusing and concentrating and making the plays when they come to us, and not, trying to make you can't score a touchdown on every single play, and you just got to go execute on a per snap basis. And I know we're going to play better than we did in that game, so I'm looking forward to it.
Times like on seams or like the quick hitting type of stuff, do you feel Cam was too early on that and it got up on them too fast? Like you look at Ridley on the 2nd and 10, and then that whole series, like with Chig also, and I think DK had one where he kind of slid.
Yeah, no, I think the one that Chig was a quick throw. He was a seam throw versus man, and he had beat him, and Cam was trying to squeeze it in for that post safety. Leaned enough over there. It was a pretty good ball. Would have been a tough catch the way that the speed of it. But I think it was one that if you asked Chig himself, he'd probably think he could make. But that was a hot ball in a tight window. And those are plays that you make sometimes, and sometimes you don't. Would have liked to have seen that one made.
The timing is there on those.
Yeah. I don't have any. I have no issue with Cam's timing in the game whatsoever. I thought he played on time and played pretty well.
What is it about John Fossil's teaching style and his approach to players that seem to have turned this unit around and is paying him dividends?
That's a great question. I think as you guys watch Bones in practice, I mean, he's one of the most high energy, positive. He's the most positive person I've ever met. I'm pretty positive, but he's the most positive human being I've ever been around. There's not a bad day that he's ever had. He's got a great way of relating with the players and putting them in position to help them understand what they need to do to win the rep. As far as the hand-to-hand combat, the technique, he does a really, really nice job with the energy of the special teams in general. Those guys believe in their importance and they understand they can impact games. And I thought we had two huge impact plays on special teams with the 71-yard return and a forcing a muff punt. With part of that's Hecker's hang time and direction was beautiful, and then great gunner rep by Van to put the pressure on him to catch the ball. So there's just something there. There's the experience of him doing all that. But really, it's just he just loves special teams probably more than anybody loves anything in their life, and it comes across in how he coaches and teaches those players, and they buy into that. So it's pretty fun to watch.
Have you noticed a change in some of the players' attitude towards special teams?
I wouldn't say a change in attitude. I just think they very much are excited about it and believe in it. and they do a really good job executing it. Now, again, it's again same thing as the bad things. It's one game, and we got to keep doing it. But I was pleased with their buy-in, their approach, and how they play on special teams was really good to see.
Sunday, there was pretty tangible frustration from you as well.
Yeah.
How concerned are you about the "here we go again" aspect to this, or is this team different enough to where you don't see that happening?
Yeah, this team is very different from that. I understand where you're coming from. I know that feeling. But I didn't feel that at all from our football team in that game. I was frustrated at just the things that we could have done to win the game, and a game that I felt like we had a very good chance to win. To not come out of that playing better than we did in all three phases, I think, was what was disappointing. Disappointed in myself, obviously, on top of it. So I love the makeup of our football team. I really do. I think they have the right mentality. They understand that we always are going to have a chance. They play really hard. They play with great effort. Those things are going to help us along the way, and we're going to win more football games. But that feeling that can creep in sometimes, I don't feel it from our guys. I think we've got really good leadership. The leadership has grown quite a bit, I think, in a year's time, and the new faces we've added and the young players and their demeanor and makeup gives me a ton of confidence that that's not something that we have to worry about. And I really do. I mean, I know it's only 1 week and all that, but I really do like the makeup of our football team and where they stand. It's a night and day difference in totality from a year ago.
Cam, would you say that he has more control than a typical rookie quarterback in the offense? And if so, what specifically does he have control over, whether it's the pre-snap looks or the play calling or things like that?
Yeah. He's earned the right to have control. And that's based on our meeting time, our practice time, his reps. That's something you have to earn. And through our conversations, he has lots of freedom to do things. A lot of the things we're always, we try not to be surprised by it. That's the end of the day. It's like things that we talk about over the course of the week that we like. He does have the freedom to do it. And he did it once or twice in that game. And then a lot of our stuff we have for the quarterback, and especially like on third down against a team like Denver, where you have to manage, 2 play calls in the huddle or a play call with a protection check and knowing when to get to that protection versus what particular look, are all things that I think he's ahead of his time on when it comes to understanding and then the application of. Really excited about the things that he did in that game. His demeanor, not getting rattled, staying poised in a really challenging spot was very encouraging. And I was really pleased with that part of his game coming out of that game last week, and really looking forward to what, as he continues to grow, what that looks like. But he's got the mental capacity to really have complete command of an offense. And while he's not there on every down, he hasn't played for 10 years, different than the guy across the field, I think this week, who's got incredible command of everything they're doing there. But he's got the capability to be that style of quarterback because of his mental capacity and ability to apply things that I've talked about. So, but I'm really impressed with that so far. And it showed up in the game.
Tackle depth was obviously a big issue last year. You had to go to it already in the first game. If Udo's out there, I mean, what did you think of the first game performance, and what can you expect?
Yeah, tough spot for him to go in. But yeah, I think everybody in the league is always looking for more tackles. It's tackles and corners, I think, everywhere in football. As many of those players as you can collect, you try to collect. That's why we kept as many linemen as we did at the cut down. But yeah, there's if you're playing tackle in the NFL and you're in the rotation on a roster, the chances of you playing are pretty high. And those guys got to be ready to play and ready to step in. And we've got some guys always played a bunch of football. Juice has played a bunch of football. Those guys have played, and we're going to need them at some point this year, whether it's 2 weeks from now or 10 weeks from now. Those guys are going to have to be able to step in and play, and they got to be ready to go when their number's called.
Stands out from your time working with Stafford in Detroit? What kind of did that relationship teach you about football?
Oh man, yeah, he was really, really fun to coach. He was a veteran player by the time I got there, and had a bunch of success. He is like the quintessential quarterback. He's everything that if you could build one, they look like Matthew. Awesome human being to be around. Great with his teammates, unbelievable teammates, probably one of the toughest players I've ever been around. And that's at every position. And he's supremely talented on top of it. So I had a lot of joy coaching him for those 2 years. I wish it was longer. I really did have I had a good relationship with him. I really very much enjoyed how he went about his job, and we got a stiff test. He's still playing, I think, at a top 5 quarterback level in football at this moment, and that relationship was really good for me because it was the first time I've been with I've been in Denver for a couple of years, and it was my first time with a different style quarterback than I had been with. And I learned a lot of really interesting things from him and how he approached the game and how he went through his routine and how he got his body ready. Those things were all things that I've taken with me over the years. They were really impactful. Thank you.
That is Titans head coach Brian Callahan addressing the media today. We'll react to some of that here in just a little bit. But coming up next, our weekly visit with MTSU football coach Derek Mason. We'll do that next live from the Bellmead Historic Site and Winery. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game on this Wednesday. We're live at Bellmead Historic Site and Winery, a historic place here in Nashville. We'll tell you more about that as we go along in today's show. But right now we say hello to one of our favorites. He is the head coach of the Blue Raiders. Derek Mason is on the line with us. Coach, you've had a few days. How you feeling?
Feeling good, Chase. I mean, when you look at where we are just coming off of the Wisconsin game, I think our guys learned a lot about themselves. Things that we definitely got to do better, but there were some positives there. So taking those positives, rolling those things into a new work week and having an opportunity to go to Nevada and get it on the road. That's the opportunity this week.
I got to say, being there was obviously very cool. So thank you for having me along and all of that. But I loved the response of your guys early in the game. I mean, they came out ready to play. You could tell that I like to use the analogy, a little blood on the lip from the week before, and you don't like feeling that way. And so I liked that response. I know it still wasn't the result you were looking for, but like you just said, I think you have something that you can build on.
We do. And look, it's early in the football season, right? Okay, man, we're 2 weeks down and we understand it, right? But just to see some things happen for our guys. They made some things happen in that ball game. They found themselves getting off the field early, getting key stops. First drive of the game, going down and scoring points at Wisconsin in a place that's a pretty loud and hostile environment. So again, I think those were all confidence building, but this group hasn't even scratched the surface of what his best ball is going to be. And all we're looking to do is play a 4-quarter, 60-minute ball game, and that's available to us this week. So let's go.
Did you get your steak dinner from the referee yet?
You know what? I'll take a.
He owes you one. He owes you one.
Yeah, he owes me one. That's what I mean. You take those things, man, and you say to yourself, okay, we'll just continue to keep playing football, and hopefully what they keep doing is refining these rules.
Oh, absolutely. MTH football coach Derek Mason's on at the Chasing Big Joe show. Coach, the first half, I absolutely love the way your offensive and defensive line, at least from my perspective, whipped Wisconsin's offense and defensive line. I know the film might say something differently, but they were down. I mean, your guys played their tails off in that first. You got to be proud of those guys.
I was. I mean, extremely proud of the effort. Again, you got to – going on the road, man, it's never easy. You have to create your own momentum, and we did. Again, taking the first drive, putting some points on the board, and just serving notice that we were going to play a football game. And I think Wisconsin wanted to play bully ball. They wanted to line up and knock us off the ball. It felt like that they could control the line of scrimmage, and I think we sort of met force with force. We threw the first punch. We tried to stand toe-to-toe in the ring, and for the first half of that ball game, even the first 7 minutes of the second half, like that game seemed like it was going to be a fist fight.
All right, the play calling was great, and I love the fact the bravado from Wisconsin to single coverage. I think it was Najee Cox on the outside, and Nick throwing perfect passes. I was like, all right, that's going to show you just can't kind of bully a football team and think you're better than them. Again, it goes back to your first half. Play calling, the intensity was everything was there. Now, you got to be proud. Even into the second half, it was there too, and you just know that Wisconsin's going to make some plays here and there. But the fact that you guys did that, I mean, there's a lot of positive takeaway. And I know you're not happy with the loss. I get that.
Yeah.
But a lot of positives with the way that your guys reacted in adversity.
Well, we've been talking about it. I mean, you can't make any of the shots you don't take. We hadn't thrown the ball down the field enough, to really give those guys opportunities to make some plays. I thought we did. And when we did, Najee made a couple of plays, but then you start to see a couple of other guys get into the ball game. Hunter Tipton is a tight end who I think is going to have a really good year. We need some other guys to get into the flow, but that's what you saw. You saw some aggressive play calling, putting the ball in Nick's hands, letting Nick put it up. And now what we got to do is find complementary game, the run game. We got to get this thing going. And I believe that we're not far away, truly, because I saw some push from that offensive line early in that ball game, like to sort of get Wisconsin on his heels.
Heck yes, you did. All right, we go out west, take on Nevada. Of course, their quarterback, his brother, plays for the 49ers, Purdy. Chubba Purdy's their quarterback in Nevada. What does he do well? I know he's played at different programs around the country, but he's still a pretty good quarterback.
Yeah, I saw Brock and Chubba growing up. I mean, they're Arizona boys, and so just they've always won. Chubba's won. Like wherever he's been, like him and Brock played together in high school and won a couple state titles. So they know how to win. When you look at him, he's a dual threat quarterback. He's gone for over 100 yards in his first 2 games, and he can break you down now. His throwing has been, fairly, on track. He makes intermediate throws. He's got a big arm, so he can push it down the field. But really, what he does when things break down in the pocket, he makes defenses pay. He did it versus Penn State. Penn State a couple of times left open A gaps and B gaps, and he squirted through for first downs that extended drives. And so, in these first 2 games, you saw some of that at times from us, where we've had quarterbacks squirt through. So we have to push the pocket. We have to maintain lane integrity in terms of like keeping this quarterback corralled, but really playing top down and not letting explosive plays be the menu of the day.
Coach Derek Mason is with us, head coach of the Blue Raiders. Do you like this setup with the schedule where, your first, I guess, 3 games, 2 of those you're on the road, obviously a tough place in Madison, and then out west to Reno. Can that be good for a team though early in the season?
It can. It can stretch your legs a little bit, right? Maybe you go to a place like Wisconsin and you get a chance to, play in front of a Big Ten crowd. Then you got to go to Nevada, and the flight's long. I mean, as long a trip as we're going to have, all season. But the ability to focus, it sort of changed our week a little bit, and we had to tighten it up, shorten it up a little bit, but still be able to find a way to get the stuff that we needed to do. So I think early in the season, we're getting a chance to test all of our processes and make sure that as we start to get into conference play a couple of weeks from now, I think we'll have a pretty good idea of what our different weeks are going to look like other than midweek games.
Well, that's good. Anything, when we do a travel that way, I mean, when you go out there, we talked last week in Wisconsin, the field's still 100 yards, right? 53 yards across and everything.
That's right.
It's still about football, right?
That's right. That's right. When you get between the white lines, it's still about football.
Yeah, that's all that matters out there. And so, again, Coach, we're about the positive. And I'm telling you, to watch your line, I love watching the linemen, offense, defense, to push a huge offensive line around for most of the game on Saturday. Yeah. I'm telling you, that is a huge positive going forward for your team.
Well, you said it. I think, the plays that were explosive that hurt us weren't interior. Okay, they attacked the secondary and they got us on the edges a little bit, using our rules against us. The 2 reverses that we saw was because we were pursuing to the football. So they just tested our cutback bootleg reverse rules. And when you're beating a team or staying with a team that believes they're better than you, sometimes what they'll do is attack your rules, and they did. And so they got a couple of explosives. We'll learn from that. We'll be better because of it. And going to Nevada this week provides us that opportunity.
Coach, we're looking forward to it. Thanks so much again for doing this, and let's go Blue.
Let's go Blue. Have a great week, fellas. See you soon.
You too. Coach Derek Mason, head coach of the Blue Raiders, joining us as he does every Wednesday at 12:15. We'll come back, react to some of that, and also what Brian Callahan had to say earlier. And Joe, we're here at Belle Meade Historic Site and Winery. We've kind of been looking around. I mean, this is a really cool place in Nashville, and
it is.
I think we still have Coach on.
Coach will want to know about Belle Meade. Yeah, Historic Site and Winery. Look, I grew up here. I didn't know 80% of the history that's here.
Yeah,
and I'm fascinated.
Yeah, and so we're going to be telling you a little bit more about that. We're going to eat, which we never like to do,
right?
But it's very cool, and I mean, you really just need to be a member here because you get all this cool stuff if you come and be a member at Belle Meade Historic Site and Winery. So
as much wine as you like to drink, this is this is Chase McCabe part 2 over here.
100%. But we will react to what Brian Callahan had to say earlier here on Chasing Big Joe, presented by the Omni Nashville Hotel, 102.5 The Game. Chase and Big Joe on a 2-5. The game on this Wednesday at Bellmead Historic Site and Winery. It's a Chase and Big Joe World Tour.
It is. We love being on the road.
Yeah, we do. Absolutely.
Together at cromwell.com. We'll come hang out with you.
See, you got to give the right email address, though. You gave the wrong one.
What did I give?
It's together at cromwellmedia.com.
cromwellmedia.com.
Yeah, if you want us to come hang out at your business, then send us an email together at cromwellmedia.com and we can make something happen.
And Chase gives before it happens, Chase gives a 9-point bullet PowerPoint to your staff about being better, about, embracing your inner self. And it's really good.
Yep. And we'll come out. You'll be on the radio. You'll be on YouTube.
Right.
You'll be on Twitter or X. Like, we're on everything. We're on the app.
Great.
So, I mean, you can get us everywhere.
And we'll even take your Simpsons questions.
We will take you because we love the Simpsons.
We do.
But yeah, so excited to be here. Brian Callahan spoke earlier, and we kind of jumped in late, so I didn't hear an update on J.C. Latham. Dr. Crane, did you hear that at all? I probably should have asked this during the break.
I didn't catch anything.
Great journalism by me, but
he just had an opening statement about the Rams. That was about it.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll see if there's an update on that.
You know what I did like that he didn't do?
What's that?
Come out and apologize.
Nope.
I like it.
Move on. I mean,
hey, sorry, I have my attitude. No. Great coaches don't apologize. Don't apologize.
No, it's time to move on.
I like it.
The one question that really stood out to me, I believe this was Gentry Estes that asked this, but here we go again. This was that exchange with Brian Callahan.
On Sunday, there was pretty tangible frustration from you as well.
Yeah.
How concerned are you about the here we go again aspect to this, or is this team different enough to where you don't see that happening?
Yeah, this team is very different from that. I understand where you're coming from. I know that feeling. But I didn't feel that at all from our football team in that game. I was frustrated at just the things that we could have done to win the game, and a game that I felt like we had a very good chance to win. To not come out of that playing better than we did in all three phases, I think was what was disappointing. Disappointed in myself, obviously, on top of it. So I love the makeup of our football team. I really do. I think they have the right mentality. They understand that we always are going to have a chance. They play really hard. They play with great effort. Those things are going to help us along the way, and we're going to win more football games. But that feeling that can creep in sometimes, I don't feel it from our guys. I think we've got really good leadership. The leadership has grown quite a bit, I think, in a year's time, and the new faces we've added and the young players and their demeanor and makeup gives me a ton of confidence that that's not something that we have to worry about. And I really do. I mean, I know it's only 1 week and all that, but I really do like the makeup of our football team and where they stand. It's a night and day difference in totality from a year ago.
He could have easily sloughed off that question. He could have said, "Nope, I think we're a different team." He gave detail. He gave. You could tell that answer was very meaningful, in how he gave that. But do you buy it?
No.
Do you buy it?
He spoke too much onto it. What's the old line? Those Dolph protest too much.
Yeah.
He kept talking and defending. No. Say no. We're not the same way. I'm working like heck. Make sure we're not the same way. And proud of these guys. Work hard. We're on to the Rams. I know we laugh about Belichick saying that, but yeah. I mean, the fact that he had went into it in detail, I think, oh boy, he's trying to convince us that it's not the same.
But here's the thing, Joe. I do think they're a different team because I don't think the team is great by any means. I think they have a quarterback that hopefully they can develop right. But you had receivers dropping passes. You had an offensive line that couldn't protect on pass protect. I mean, they were okay on the run protect, but he was getting pressured a lot. Some of those sacks were on him, but I think what it was, though, the coach lost in the game. Coaching lost that game.
I think Sunday was their third preseason game.
That's fair.
That was the third. Now what did we do wrong? We played a full game. Here's what we need to move on and do. Now you focus on the Rams. If you beat the Rams, you're in it. Everything.
Yeah.
You go 0-2 again. I mean, and you're like, oh my God, here we go again. Just focus on the Rams. There are a lot of positives to take away. By positive, I mean things that you can correct. You can catch passes, Calvin Ridley. You don't have to drop passes, Calvin Ridley. You can catch that. You've caught him before. Catch the ball. Protect your quarterback. Get the ball out quicker. Don't be aggressive play calling on your own 5-yard line. There are things that you could have done different that now you know going forward. So I'm going to look at that as that was the third preseason game. Yeah, it's a loss. I get that. But now you got 2 home games. You got a Rams team who had a tussle with the Texans on Sunday. They're going to come all the way across the country, hit them hard, hit them quick, and win the game on Sunday. And you can. You showed us you've got a quarterback who can make things happen to go out and do it on Sunday. I thought the defense for this supposedly high-powered Broncos offense, they got after Bo Nix. They frustrated him. They clogged the passing lanes. So those things they did great. Now go out Sunday, and let's see if you can do it again.
Yeah, 100%. By the way, Ian Eagle, who is going to be on the call for CBS, will join us at 1:30 today. He's going to be doing the game with J.J. Watt.
Oh, nice.
Yep. So we will have Ian Eagle on with us coming up a little under an hour to talk about this game. But yes, I mean, it's just at the end of the day, if you can clean some of those things up, then you are going to be. Thank you. We're getting food here.
Hello, thank you.
If you can clean some of those things up, then look, this team may not be as bad as we think they are.
I still think it's a 5-win team, but there's promise, and Cam Ward's a big part of that promise to happen. On
and look, going back to the conversation that we're going to keep having all year long, whether anyone likes it or not.
Right.
That is Callahan the right guy to be the head coach? And if you are seeing development, I heard Kuharski say it this morning, if you're seeing development with Cam Ward and the rest of the team, but more importantly, Cam Ward, if he has continued to develop and get better, then they're going to keep Callahan.
Well, this thing's got to play out. I'm not sure they're going to keep him if they go 3-14 and Cam Ward throws for 8,000 yards. I'm not sure that's going to happen.
If they go 3-14 and they're losing these games because he doesn't know what a catch is, that doesn't know how to challenge or makes a bonehead play call like he did on Sunday, then yeah, he's gone.
Yeah, again. But now if you go 9-8 and there's extreme promise, yeah, then that's good. Then you move forward. But if not, but that's something to deal with later on down the line. You worry about the next game. That's the Rams at home. Going to be a beautiful day, winning the game on Sunday. You win that game, man, you're back in everything. You're back in it. Then you got the momentum when the Colts roll in here next week. So it's really good for this football team. But yeah, that's preseason game number 3. Now you move on and you worry about Matthew Stafford and that guy and those guys.
615-737-1025. That is our phone and text line, driven by WilsonCountyHyundai.com. If you want to weigh in on what we were talking about today, Ryan is going to lead us off with a comment. Ryan, what's up?
What's going on, guys?
Not much.
Hey, y'all want to start a poll of who gets fired first, Derek Mason, NTSU, or Brian Callahan for Tyson?
That's a fun poll. We'll do that right now.
Okay, go, give us a little more detail on that.
It's not going to be Derek Mason, I'll tell you that.
It better be.
That's not Ryan.
Oh, Ryan's gone.
Sorry, Ryan. Didn't mean to upset your apple cart there, buddy.
Yeah. Look, is it Twitter? Is that the reason? Like it's just we live in a society where it's like you lose one game poorly or whatever, or 2 games in Middle's case, and it's like, well, fire him. They suck.
We're all guilty of it.
Sure,
we all are. We're all guilty of that.
Sure.
But,
I mean, we were pretty hard on Brian Callahan on Monday.
Well, we should have been.
Yeah,
we should have been.
Yeah, I mean,
and we were hard on Derek Mason last week.
I think he. Right.
But you do positive things. We're going to talk positive things. MTSU played really good for 2.5 quarters. Really good. And then a couple of mistakes happened. They lost the game. That score's not indicative of what happened.
Sure.
Titans played really good. I mean, all the secondary played good. Jeffrey Simmons played good. I thought Cam Ward, if they put him in the right spots,
the end.
threw things good. Yeah, threw things well. But your head coach is adult, and he made wrong calls and didn't know what a play was and things like that. So, look. You built. That's the beauty about football. Sunday, do it again.
Is he adult or is he a Dolph, a Kearney, a
Jimbo?
No,
he's adult. But that's a term of endearment. He can get it done, and he's got the opportunity Sunday to show us he can do it right.
It's interesting. I mean, he was very, which I don't know what else you'd ask him to do, but saying that he loves the makeup of the football team Man, he's not going to get up there and say,
Was this Merle Norman? What kind of makeup are you using over there? Just win games, baby. Just Al Davis had it years ago. Just win, baby. Just win, baby.
It's Al Davis. Just win. That is for sure.
I am excited for our question of the day.
Yep. Let's get to our question of the day a little bit later than usual, presented by Aries Tactical. Your safety, your skill, your Aries Tactical. Check them out at ariestactical.com. What you got, Joe?
So tomorrow night, we Chase and Jake Lyman. I'm hosting it. Thank you very much, Lydia Linker. Chase and Jake Lyman are in the Nashville Fair cow milking competition tomorrow night. This is a big deal because the girls from Local on 2, Stephanie and Laura, have already talking some smack about winning again, and we're not going to let that happen. So our question of the day is,
our friend Madeline Nolan from Fox 17 is in it too.
She's not going to win either. Chase and Jake Lyman are going to win. So we need to know, what cow milking tips do you have for Jake and Chase to win tomorrow night? What cow milking tips do you have for Chase and Jake to win tomorrow night? 615-737-1025. You could call or text, but these guys need to win tomorrow night. I can't help them. I'm hosting the event, so they need all the help they can get.
We really, really do. So let us know, 615-737-1025. Again, we're at Belmead Historic Site and Winery. Iron Eagle joining us at 1:30 today to talk more Titans. Chasing Big Joe, 1025 The Game. Joe 102.5 The Game here on this Wednesday. We're at Belmead Historic Site and Winery. We got some food, got some pork, meatloaf, smoked chicken, mac and cheese.
I'm telling you, as a Nashville native, I've been here one time many, many years ago. I had no idea the history of Belmead, the mansion, and everything else that goes on here. I had no idea.
So this is from the Belmead Meat and 3, which is open to the public. You don't need a pass. You don't need a membership or anything. You can come here and eat at the Belmead Meat and 3. They also have Bonnie's Bourbon and Wine Bar, which is open to the public as well. So there are several dining options here at Belmead Historic Site that you need to check out. The food is delicious. So we appreciate them. All right. So our question of the day has already gotten
I love you guys.
several responses. And that is tomorrow night, Jake Lyman and I are going to be in the Nashville Fair cow milking contest. This will be the second time that Big Joe has talked me into this, and I hosted last year for you because you had something going on.
Correct.
I think you were traveling with Middle, and so I did it last year. But I'm back at it this year, and we'll see what happens. But your advice is much appreciated.
Now, you did it 2 years ago, and you came in last, did you?
Probably.
I think you came in last because I'm telling you,
It's a lot harder than it looks.
it's so awkward milking a cow.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, am I going to get arrested? I mean, it's just, it's the weirdest thing to do. And if you don't know how to do it, you just, so we need advice.
Here's the best part. You're kind of down at the back end, where the udders are.
Yes.
And literally when we got done, I stood up. I believe the cow's name was Bessie. Bessie had to relieve herself, and I got out of the way just in the nick of time. Otherwise, it could have been pretty bad.
It's no different.
Otherwise, I would not be here this year
Right.
doing this.
No difference than Ricky on a Friday night downtown. So
Okay.
we need advice.
0862, pull it from the top down. 8970. Grab that thing and squeeze down. Remember, it's all about the rhythm.
You guys, stop.
Don't pull. Just wherever you do not pull the udder.
Yeah,
You got to
don't-
gradually, tug it.
Dr. Crane, do you have the you know what ready to go for these?
I don't.
Chris Sanders has texted me and said, cow milking, what in the Sam E. Hill is going on? Let's see. Make sure you only pull the stuff under the belly, not the tail. John says, make sure it's not a cow tip, if you know what I mean. That's my tip.
I got one that says, Chase, be gentle and squeeze. Don't pull.
Dylan in Antioch. Never mind, can't read Dylan in Antioch.
Oh, man.
But that's a good one. Bring the cow some hay and talk sweet to her, then be gentle. That's what works for most women. That's from Justin.
Oh, my God. We got to win now. I mean, all this.
Don't just squeeze. You need to roll your fingers from your little finger to your thumb.
What? I'm trying to.
Kind of as you were loosening up your hand and pull. Don't just squeeze. Roll your fingers and pull.
Okay. Ah, man, there is a fine art to this.
Yeah, there really is. Mike in Las Casas, my advice, don't milk the bull. My nephew came out to our farm. When he saw the bull, he said, Uncle Mike, can I milk her? I almost had to have the birds and bees conversation. Oh, God.
Oh, my gosh, man.
I'm not reading this one either. These are so good. Oh, man. Make sure it's a cow, not a bull. Rick and Gallatin, don't pull a Woody Harrelson and Kingpin.
How did the girls of Local on 2 win last year? Do you remember?
I don't remember.
You hosted it. Did you not take notes?
No.
Damn it, Chase.
5833 has called us children.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
We're trying
Welcome
to win
to
a
the show.
competition.
Welcome to the show.
We're trying to win a cow milking competition, weirdo.
Liddy says, play the song Let's Get Down by Marvin Gaye.
We got to win. No, you and Jake have to win this now.
Gover says, I just tuned in. What the hell is happening?
It's a big deal tomorrow night.
It's a cow milking contest, Grover.
It is. Your competition is Laura Schweitzer and Stephanie Langston, Channel 2, Dan Thomas, Darius Mack, Channel 4, Jennifer Krause, Ben Hall, Channel 5, Amanda Chin, Madeline Nolan from Fox 17, and then Chase McCabe and Jake Lyman tomorrow night, 7 o'clock at the Nashville Fair.
It is. It's going to be something. It is definitely going to be something. So looking forward to it. I mean, like, here's the thing. It is an honor to be asked to do these things. And I know you're hosting it, so that obviously helps. But Greg Poe gave me great advice one time.
Oh, God.
And that was, when you get asked to do these things, say yes, because one day they won't ask.
Beautiful. Exactly right.
And so it's an honor. It's a brand builder. It helps the station, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Please win now. I mean, are you and Jake getting together to practice?
No. I don't know. What do you want? You think we're going to – do they have any cows here at Belmead? Like, we can sneak in?
They might. They might. I know usually downtown on Friday nights, but
that's what she said.
Don't
Sorry.
think I don't think that's what we're looking
Sorry.
for, Joe.
Oh man, we're having a good time. Dusty Slay, right?
We're having a good time out here. Something like that.
Who's at 1:30 today, Chase?
Oh gosh. Let's see. Hears this and cancels. Ian Eagle from CBS. So looking forward to having him on to talk about the Titans and the Titans and the Rams. I can't look at the text line anymore.
I mean, they're just flowing in these things.
Like, hopefully the milk will be tomorrow.
I remember I asked you and I asked Jake. Jake's like, I don't know if you're telling the truth or kidding around with me. And I was like, Jake, this is a serious deal, buddy. We got to bring home the crown tomorrow night. And you guys can do it. Now, what you can do is like have some like milk in your pocket and dump it in. Yeah, and dump it in there.
I'm not a cheater.
No, you shouldn't. No, that's not a way to win. I'll bring it for you tomorrow night.
You'll do it.
But but thank you, Lydia Linker and the Nashville Fair for asking us to come out tomorrow. It's going to be fun. We'll do it. And then keep the device flowing today because Lord knows we'll need it. I've never won. I've done it multiple. I've never won it. I've never been close to winning a cow milking contest.
We're gonna see what happens. 615-737-1025. We'll continue with much more, including sports. Coming up next from Belmead Historic Site and Winery, Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game. Hour number 2, Chase and Big Joe, 102.5 The Game. On this Wednesday, sorry. We're eating good here at Bellmead Historic Site and Winery. You can step into Nashville's history. This place is awesome, and we appreciate them having us today. We'll talk to Cherie here in just a little bit to learn a little more about different things they have going on here at Bellmead. So they got the Bellmead bourbon here too.
They do, don't they?
Yeah. You all right over there?
I am. Yeah, all material. I'm telling you, man, as a Nashville native and a person who loves history, there's a lot of history here. And the fact that every Kentucky Derby winner is tied in to this place is fascinating. And Cherie will tell us more about that. But yeah, I think it's great. Always a Nashville connection. Always.
The NFL has said that Philadelphia Eagles star Jalen Carter will not be suspended for future games. He said, they said basically missing the entire game Thursday night served as the suspension.
You knew that. What garbage.
Yeah. I mean,
the game had started. This was not pregame.
Right.
This was not a pregame thing. They should suspend him for another game or more. But it's like, okay, we'll slap you on the wrist. Don't do it again. It's just ridiculous.
I'm indifferent on it. And I'm a Cowboys fan, so I guess I was glad to see him get thrown out. But like if he swung and threw a punch, then yeah, I would say add an additional game. But I don't know. It's not setting a great example.
Not at all.
I'll say that.
And then it happened in the Florida game. One of the players spit on the South Florida, and they got extra first down and 15 yards and ended up losing the game. So it's pure stupidity. You should be kicked out and suspended and been made an example of.
So check this out. He will forfeit his week 1 game check, which is $57,222.
Good. Should forfeit 3 of those.
And according to that's according to Schefter, but he'll be available for week 2. The NFL Players Association has also notified the league that Carter has waived his right to an appeal.
Because he knows.
And he's getting off. He's getting off easy.
Yep.
But I mean, $57,000, like you and I would love that.
Oh yeah. Absolutely, we would love that.
That kind of puts it in perspective. That's what he makes per game.
Times
over
$57,000.
Yeah.
Look that up on my little computer here and see what that comes out.
Well, did they get paid for the bye week?
You have to ask Derek Mason about that. I think they get paid per game.
Yeah. That's just crazy. So that's the latest on Jalen Carter. And then there's some not good things that I guess have come out about Tyreek Hill.
Yep.
So almost $1 million. Wow.
Yep.
Have come out about Tyreek Hill. He's been accused by his estranged wife of domestic violence.
Not good.
So not good.
Not good at all.
So again, that just adds to the list of reasons I would not want him on my team.
The Jets have signed Isaiah Williams. This guy, though, is a punt returner.
Yeah, I was about to say,
off
wait,
the
what?
Bengals practice squad because Aaron Glenn cut their punt returner who dropped and fumbled a punt on Sunday. And he says, I'm not here to send a message, but yeah, you basically fired your punt returner because he fumbled. So yeah, a lot of accountability early on from these new coaches. Get it done. Well, for them. Jets off to the rousing 0-1 start.
Yeah, and I don't think they're going to be very good. And I mean, look, Aaron Rodgers had that extra chip on his shoulder because Aaron Glenn basically said you're too old and you're washed up. And what did he do? Throw 4 touchdowns?
4 touchdowns. He looked good.
He looked pretty good.
Aaron Glenn, Aaron Burr, Hamilton, right? Well, it all goes together.
Yep. 615-737-1025 is our phone and text line. Driven by WilsonCountyHyundai.com. What do you make of this feud that has just escalated between Bill Belichick and the Patriots? Belichick saying last week that he's banned Patriot scouts from UNC. When he was asked about it, he said, well, they don't want us in their facility, or specifically him, so they're not welcome here.
Garbage.
Mike Vrabel was asked about it, which this is the last thing he wants to deal with.
Yep.
And he said Bill is welcome. He's been back since he wasn't the coach, and he doesn't know where that's coming from. But but Bill is welcome.
I think Bill's full of you know what. I think he's just making stuff up because
I
everybody's
think he's pissed at Kraft. I think he's still pissed at Kraft, and this is between Bob Kraft and Belichick.
Well, then don't lie.
Yeah,
you haven't been banned from your facility like that. And, Vrabel's dealing with losing the first game where everybody thought they're going to win that game. And now this comes up and with Belichick and, and Kraft had said when it's over with, they'll build him a statue. I mean, This is just petty ego stuff going on. It's just ridiculous.
And like the thing you hate to see is, look, his legacy's going to be there, but it's almost like, Favre staying on too long, and obviously there's been other things, that have tarnished his legacy. Now you got Bill Belichick that is basically a clown show because of what's going on at Carolina. They don't look like a very good football team. You got the girlfriend that's pretty much running the show, telling him what to do, which is very not Belichick.
Right.
And now he's escalating this feud that I don't think was really there. With him and the Patriots.
Yeah,
it's going to take away from all the good things he's done in his coaching career.
Yeah, I totally agree. And he's just got to stop doing it. Just shut your mouth, worry about North Carolina and try to figure it out. But this is all pettiness, and you're buying into what people think about you. You truly are. You had McClain on today talking about all the stuff that Belichick did, the interview with Holly Rowe before the game, and he was back to being Belichick, and just really, really sad stuff. So I don't know. It's not a good fit. We knew that in North Carolina. They beat Charlotte the other night, the school, not the Spider, and they won. So it's gonna be a long year over there. But again, we're watching it because we all love train wrecks.
Yeah,
we all love to watch a train wreck, and Belichick in North Carolina and his girlfriend. That right now is a train wreck.
How much of a discussion do you think the Titans are having about Matt Stafford in the back? And you don't want to hurt the guy, but like knowing that, hurt him, where it affects him the rest of his life.
Are you walking on the field Sunday between the lines?
Yes.
You're damn right I'm going to hurt you. That's the problem with football. Again, kissing your girlfriend is a contact sport. Football is a violent sport. You ask any player, when you walk on those lines, you know exactly what you're doing and what you're getting yourself into. We had Skoronski on 2 years ago, last year, right? He missed games because of appendix. What was the first question I asked you? Remember?
Yep.
When you're on the ground, and the opponent knows your appendix come out, are they punching you in the stomach?
And I said, yeah.
He said, yeah, but I hope it does. I hope they'll do a lot of it. I'm like, it's football. It is football. It is a violent sport. If Matthew Stafford gets out there on Sunday, put him down. Put him down. Now, you don't go out there to break his neck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You don't want to do that.
You don't want long-term repercussions for him.
But it's funny. When LeBron James came out a few years ago, like, I want to play. I think I can play football. I think it was like Troy Polamalu was like, yeah, I want to come back and play against you. I want to see you come across the middle.
Yeah.
And try to
Pop
catch
him one time.
Right? And me coming to hit you. You asked Derek Mason about trying to catch a pass with Troy Polamalu. It's not easy. You know what you're doing.
That's the thing. Like, that is the telling thing of, I looked at D-Mace at 51, 52 years old, and he looks like he can still play. Now, he's let the gray go in the beard, and he's kind of looking like Lovie Smith a little bit, but he looks like he could still play. The problem is he's like, man, I get hit, I'm done.
Yeah.
Like,
yep, you're right. So if Stafford wants to take a chance, he's got a bad back and gets out there, that's all Matt Stafford. If he's cleared by the doctors and cleared by medical, then he's good to go. But if you're not 100%, don't play the game. You're out there hurting yourself. Don't do it.
615-737-1025 is our phone and text line. By the way, the Titans will we got the Britches report, which we love from Jim Wyatt. They're going to wear the powder blue tops and the white pants coming up on Sunday for the home debut.
Not bad.
So
what would look good with that? A red helmet would look awesome.
It would. A win would look good with it too.
A win would look really good.
Win would be very nice. Coming up next, we're going to tell you more about Belmead Historic Site. Our friend Cherie will join us and tell us all about it. We're excited to be here today. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game. Here on this Wednesday, we're at Bellmead Historic Site and Winery. It's right here on Harding Road. And Cherie Kelly Price joins us now. What's your official title? I mean, we just think you run the place. You do.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. I'm the CEO.
Okay, the CEO
Yeah,
or
yeah.
the person that runs the place. We
Exactly.
do that. We've just been talking about how beautiful this site is. It obviously has been around a long time, and we've been saying memberships. I mean, that's really the big thing. If you want to come hang out here and spend a lot of time, become a member.
Exactly. That's what we would love for you all. To anybody that wants to be here and come often. This is the way to do that is to become a member, and there are a lot of annual pass benefits that you can take advantage of, like a 10% discount on the restaurant and all the other shops. And there's just a lot to see and do here every day.
You can do and you can set up the tours and tour the mansion, obviously.
Exactly.
Which is that what most people come to do?
Well,
and drink wine.
And drink wine. Yeah. It's kind of like, well, we're here to see the mansion, and oh, by the way, there's a winery, or we're here for the winery, and oh, by the way, it's a historic site. So it's they get a bonus,
which is good. Which is good for everybody. All right, Cherie Kelly Price is with the CEO of this place. I asked you earlier. This started, but there's a tie-in, the Kentucky Derby, which I find, Cherie, fascinating. Please explain that for our audience.
Yes, it is very fascinating, and the connection is through our horse, Bonnie Scotland. And Bonnie Scotland, all of the winners of the Derby since, well, forever, as long as we can go tie back the lineage, have that bloodline through Bonnie Scotland. So Bonnie Scotland was here, and then Prohibition came along. I mean, there's a lot between there. But when Prohibition came, all of the horse racing industry went to Kentucky, and so that we and drinking,
right?
So that took care of the horse racing industry here in Tennessee, and people forget that we were the leading thoroughbred breeding farm in the nation right here.
And it goes to everything at Kentucky Derby. And I'm like, oh, up to Prohibition. You're like, no, everything. And I just, to me, because a lot of people like horse racing and love horses, and the fact that most of it started right here.
Yeah.
And I grew up here, Cherie, and I didn't even know that. I didn't know that.
I know that a lot of people don't know that. Unfortunately, we don't like it to be the best kept secret. We want it. We want everybody to know that.
And you guys have a winery here. I mean, so
yes, we started the winery in 2009, and it's a way to help fund the mission that we have of education and preservation of our property, and it's been very successful. And then we've taken on Bellmead bourbon and doing tastings with that as well. So
in the dining options, we've been eating from the Bellmead Meat and 3, and then the Bonnie's Bourbon and Wine Bar. You don't have to have a pass or anything to go to those, correct?
Exactly. So if you want to come and have lunch with us, we're open. The restaurant, the Meat and 3, is open from 11 till 3, and then Bonnie's is open, and that's Bonnie, just like Bonnie Scotland, the horse. It's open from 11 until 5.
Okay.
Daily. So we're open 7 days a week, 360 days a year. There are 5 days we're closed.
And I know we're in the middle of Bellmead, but it's quiet. It's really quiet here.
It is quiet. It is a quiet area. It's not like being downtown. We're the oasis. we want to be that oasis, so that you can come here and enjoy music in the wine garden on the weekends, on Fridays and Saturdays and Sundays.
Right.
So there's a lot.
I saw you working your magic with people walking around here, and just, I mean, that's got to be a fun part of the job, just talking to people, because Denver, Chicago, I think New Mexico, I met in the parking lot. I mean, they're everywhere if they come here.
They are. They're coming from everywhere, which is a great thing. And I love that. That's what, we're all about history, horses, and hospitality. So we want to extend the best hospitality that we possibly can when you're here in Nashville, whether you're local or you're visiting from Wyoming or wherever.
Yes. We've already had some people from, I think, Chicago come up and say hi this morning. So they're all around. Visit bellmead.com. That's the website, so you can learn more about the grounds and memberships and everything.
Exactly. So we have a lot of tours that we offer every day, and then all of our wine and food experiences as well.
I hearken this back to when I was growing up. My mom would get me a season pass to Opryland USA.
Exactly.
It would take care of everything. So get a membership pass here, come as much as you want, and it's perfect.
That's exactly right. How we miss Opryland.
We do. Yeah. But now we got
this is
place,
it. This
right?
is it. Yes. So come and be a member, become a member, be a part of all that we do here. I
Oh, you do
we've been-
weddings. You do weddings here too.
Oh yes, we are.
I'm not
we're-
looking for that right now.
Okay, okay. Well, just keep us in mind
Yes.
when that day comes.
When somebody does come and they're inquiring about Bonnie Scotland, the horse, everything, what would you show them here?
Well, we have it's all when you come through the front doors of the mansion, they're not portraits of people, they're portraits of horses.
Oh, yes.
So that's what you're going to see and hear about. You're going to hear about our people as
Uh-huh.
well. But that's when you're going to hear the whole story. And you can't get it in one time visit to Belmead.
Right.
It's multiple times. And we have some great events coming up that are community events. So trick or treats coming in October, and then we have a Christmas open house in November 13th. And that's free to the public, and so we would love for people to come out for those.
Nice.
too.
I bet you do
Yeah.
a lot of Christmas parties.
We do. We
Yeah.
do. In fact, there's a corporate event going on here today that they're.
Oh, what
they
time?
yeah.
Everybody.
You can crash the party there.
We will.
When is the, I don't mean to put you on the spot. When's the Halloween?
It's October the 26th. It's
Okay,
on a
okay.
Sunday afternoon.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I'm going to,
yes.
Chase likes to dress up as Mr. Incredible, and I'll bring him over here. And we'll walk
Okay.
around and
Perfect.
get candy.
We'll go trick or treating.
This is beautiful. And this is really nice. And I again, I hate to belabor the point, but I grew up in Nashville. I did not know 90% of this, and I'm mad at myself.
It's there's so many people that we hear say that, they'll say, well, we came on a field trip in the 5th grade and we haven't been back.
Yeah.
Or this is right in our backyard and we don't take advantage of it. And it's a beautiful place to take advantage of
I feel like
year round.
people that live in Nashville are scared to do the Nashville things.
I guess.
And I
Good
don't.
point.
I've
Yeah.
been guilty
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah.
But it's and I'm born and raised here.
Yeah. You
But
just
there's
take it
so
for
many because it's like you
granted.
pass by it and go, oh yeah, I know that's there.
Yeah. Yeah. and that's true. I mean, you're going down Harding Pike or Harding Place right here.
Yep.
And guess what? Those roads are named after the Hardings
Yes.
from this site
Love
right
it.
here. Yeah.
Our good friend Ricky says that the meet and three is one of his favorites.
Oh,
so
good.
you
Yay.
got a fan in that. So,
All right.
and
Way
I
to
know,
go, Ricky.
Yeah,
a lot
way
of
to go,
people-
Ricky.
Good job, Rick. A lot of people come by and go to that. But Cherie, thank you so much for having us today. I know we're going to talk a little bit more later on about some cool things going on, but visit belmead.com. That's
Thank
where you can
you.
find everything.
Yes, and thank you all very much.
Yes, ma'am.
It's our pleasure to host you here today.
Love it.
So,
Thank you.
Cherie Kelly Price, the CEO here at Belmead Historic Site and Winery. Again, visit belmead.com is where you can find more info and how to become a member and all those things. Christmas is not far away. A membership could be a good gift.
It is.
I'm just saying.
It is. And he laid the groundwork for your future marriage.
Yeah, it might
Party
be well
here.
on that.
I'm going to give him away, Cherie. So I'm excited. I'm looking
My
forward to
mother,
that.
my mother would like that to happen sooner than later, but I don't know if. I don't
Oh,
know.
proposal packages here too.
Oh, well, that's good to know.
Oh, okay. I like this. They do everything out here. This is great.
There's just one little part of that missing, and kind of an important piece, but we'll
It's all
see
right.
we'll see what we can work out.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, again, and if you want us to come hang out at your business together at cromwellmedia.com, and we can make that. Les is the man that made this happen, so we can certainly make that happen. Ein Eagle coming up here in just a few minutes. He's going to be on the call for the Titans and the Rams game. I find this matchup to be very intriguing, Joe, because don't ask me why. I feel like this is a game the Titans can win.
I hope so. I think
mean,
so as well.
Because my hope is they're going to look at last week and the mistakes they made and have a bounce back. Now, I don't think they're going to play a team that is going to keep them in the game like Denver did. And obviously Denver has been harping that point this week of like, we can't do that.
Right.
But I don't know. You're at home. Everybody's going to be hyped. It's Cam Ward's regular season home debut. He impressed people last week. So I think that there's some intrigue there that, might be enough to to push them across the finish line.
Rams got to really get really good defense again,
Yep.
like the Broncos did. But you're at home, you get the momentum, get the adrenaline flowing, set things up again for Cam easy, and receivers catch the ball. Things can be a whole lot different if you just catch the ball. Calvin Ridley, if you were scared to go across the middle, then tell the coach.
Yep.
I'm afraid to go across the middle. It's okay. It's okay. We'll put somebody else in that knows how to go across the
Well,
middle.
it's not okay
and
for how
catch.
much they paid him, but
Take that up with Rand Carthon.
he's asleep. Justin said, I don't care if the Titans go out dressed as sumo wrestlers with their numbers painted on themselves as long as they win.
Fine. Yep. Let it go. Let it happen.
That's a fair point. Coming up next, Ian Eagle. He is the one of the main voices on CBS. He'll be doing the game alongside J.J. Watt and Evan Washburn. We will talk to him coming up next here on Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game. You'll hear that music on Sunday here from Nissan Stadium when the Tennessee Titans take on the Los Angeles Rams, and the man that will be on the call joining us now on the Chasing Big Joe show, the great Ian Eagle. Ian, how you doing? Good to talk to you.
Hey, what's up, guys? Great to talk to you again.
We're excited to have you and your partner JJ Watt. What's it been like working with JJ to this point?
Yeah, JJ, it's been great. We work out together. We share clothes. It's awesome. Hair product. It's been fantastic, guys. He's just a super dude. He's very natural and conversational. He's very at ease on television, and then you just have to welcome knowledge. This guy's going to be in the Hall of Fame. He loves football. I think he walked away from last week's game recognizing why he made the move from the studio to the booth, because you get a different sort of emotion when you do your job. The game's in front of you. There's 70,000 people around you. It's heart pulsing action. And I just think he walked away from MetLife Stadium last week thinking, wow, I'm sweating. I never sweat in the studio. It's a different feeling entirely. It was really great, and he's just already got himself a real solid foundation of what to do and how to do this job.
So obviously, you know, the focus is going to be on Cam Ward making his debut last week against Denver. People that have, you know, watched the tape were pretty impressed with him. What are some things that you've seen in your prep getting ready for now game number 2 with Cam Ward under center?
Yeah, I get the sense he's very even-keeled and has that gunslinger mentality, which will serve him well in the NFL, but he needs help. It can't be all him. He can't be a Superman at this stage. The first game I ever did on CBS NFL was September of 1998. It was Peyton Manning's first game as a pro. They're playing the Miami Dolphins. Dan Marino is a veteran at that point. He's a year shy of retirement. And Peyton Manning's playing in his first game as the number 1 overall pick out of Tennessee. And there were moments there where you saw that he has the ability and has the talent to one day be an impact player. But in that game, Miami intercepted him a few times. Dolphins beat the Colts, and Peyton was certainly humbled in game 1. And I only use that example because everybody's got to start somewhere. This is a really hard job. To me, it's the hardest job in professional sports is playing quarterback in the NFL. And what you really do need is support. So that means Calvin Ridley's got to be his best. 2 drops, not going to help. The running game, the offensive line, they have to be at their best. They have to win their battles this week against the Rams. And obviously defense did, in my mind, a really good job last week, kept them in the game. It was an ugly game, yet they had a chance to win. And that's okay. In year 2 of this rebuild, you want to be competitive. And you want to know that when the Titans take the field, that there's a chance they can win the game because of what they bring week in and week out in terms of effort and intensity.
Interesting. Ian Eagle's on with us on the Chasing Big Joe show. How does your breakdown go when you're studying your next opponent or upcoming game? Do you have like Tuesday, Wednesday, you sit in your room and you break? How does it work for you? How do you break down like the Titans this week?
I tend to do home team Monday, so commit all my time and energy to the home team on Monday. I move to the road team, do the same thing on Tuesday. And then Wednesday, I start to blend the two. That's when you're getting a better sense of what notes are out there. You're doing your prep work on both teams for matchups, and then you start watching the game tape from last week. So Monday, Tuesday, at least in my routine, has always been split them up, and then Wednesday you open up your brain a little bit to start looking at it for the matchup that it is, not just the individual team.
When you'll arrive in Nashville Friday and you'll go to the Titans facility and talk to them. Is that how this works? Yeah. And Saturday at the hotel, you'll talk to the Rams?
Yeah, you nailed it. That's the normal regimen around the NFL. Teams do it different. Broadcast teams do it different. There's no right way, wrong way. We tend to do the Friday home team, get some practice in, get some time with the head coach, with a few of the players, and then flip it for the team that arrives in town Saturday and at least get some face-to-face time.
Are you always amazed how much players and coaches share with you? I know they trust you, and I know you're not going to do anything to lose that trust, but are you always amazed, like, man, they're sharing so much? And then it plays out on Sunday, like, oh, my goodness, it's exactly what they were talking about.
Yeah, it's funny. I think that's built over time. Obviously, I've been doing this a long time, and credibility means a great deal in this particular position. You have to be smart with the information that you have. You have to look at it from a big picture point of view. We're not there, at least it's not our job, to break stories and create narratives. We're there to report on the game. But if you have additional insight to do your reporting, that's where you can stand out. So, look, some of those production meetings, there are players and coaches that are just trying to fill the 8 to 12 minutes, and they're going to give you the same perfunctory answers. And then, trust me, there are some that are willing to go a little deeper and share with you some of the insight that'll help you prepare for the game. And then it's really on you to use the information correctly, to pick and choose the right spot. I think early in my career, when I started doing this, I just wanted to show everybody how much I knew first 4 years doing this job. And then at some point, year 5, it hit me that that's not the job. The job is to use the right information at the right time and not try to force feed information that doesn't fit.
We're talking to Ian Eagle. He's going to be on the call for CBS alongside J.J. Watt and Evan Washburn when the Titans take on the Rams coming up on Sunday. What's it been, we've seen Brian Callahan as an assistant. Obviously, he was the offensive coordinator with the Bengals for a long time before he came here. Now in year number 2 as a head coach, we obviously see it on a daily basis. But from your view, what's kind of been your impression of him so far as a coach?
Well, I know he's a good dude. That part I've known for a while, and that was certainly confirmed last year when we met with him prior to Titans-Jets week 2, if I remember correctly. And last year's team, the talent, unfortunately, just wasn't there to be terribly competitive. The Will Levis situation, which I really think they tried. They tried to make that work, and Will's effort was never questioned. Hopefully there's a career for Will in this league in some form. Ultimately, your style is going to be showcased week to week by your players, and based on the kind of lessons that are taught and created throughout the week. And that's not things that you guys or I can see day to day. We can surmise what the culture is, but only the players and the coaches and the staff know, are there good vibrations in there? Is there accountability in there? I think he has all the makings to be a successful head coach. But oftentimes when you take these kinds of jobs, you need some things to fall in your direction the right way. And certainly he needs Cam Ward to be a legitimate player at this level. If he is, and they're tied together at the hip and they have success together, this could be a very long marriage. And we've seen the opposite take place in the NFL, where either the number 1 overall pick or a top 5 draft pick at quarterback doesn't quite materialize. And that's where questions begin to pop, and then changes ultimately are made.
We always talk about players and having another level. Prime example, the quarterback, when you see him as a rookie and then you see him again in his second year or his third year, you're going to see changes. Hopefully you're going to see growth. But I look at and J.J. Watt's a perfect example of a guy that you saw just go to multiple levels in a Hall of Fame career. I look at Jeffrey Simmons, who I believe has yet another level, is already a great player for the Titans. Do you see that as someone that doesn't see the same team every week? Is it tangible how much of a growth of a player that you can actually see when you only see them every now and then?
Yeah, I think, the funny thing when you watch games and put on tape, look, I'm looking for different things sometimes. I'm trying to identify players quickly. I'm trying to keep in focus my job. My job is to analyze the game. My job is to set up the analyst. But if I have a working knowledge of the team, it better serves the broadcast crew, and I can better work with JJ or Charles Davis or Dan Fouts or Rich Gannon or Solomon Wilcots or Mark May, all the different partners that I've had over the years in the NFL. Jeffrey Simmons stands out when you put on the game. He stands out in his position. He's incredibly disruptive. I remember very vividly meeting with Mike Vrabel when Simmons came to the Titans, and him looking at us and telling us in the production meeting, like, no, I don't think you understand. This guy's at a different level. And at that point, we know nothing. We haven't seen Jeffrey Simmons in the NFL, and he's coming off injury, if you remember. And he was right. He knew exactly what he was looking at. I think, obviously, this week, JJ, that'll be a big part of what we're doing in the booth. He's going to have a full breakdown of what Simmons brings and what you're alluding to. Is there another level that Simmons can go to be considered a superstar in the NFL?
I'm just glad that, and a lot of Titans fans are that JJ's in the booth and not on the field because he wreaked havoc at Nissan Stadium every single time he came to town, and it wasn't even funny. I mean, he was a dominating force on that.
I can't promise you that video has been burned. It probably still exists, and that means it very well could end up on the broadcast on Sunday. I'm just telling you right now.
It should. How far out do you know what games you're doing? Did you not find out? Like, when did you know you're doing the Titans and Rams?
No, we actually knew in August. They gave us our first 3 weeks, and then they gave us our 4th week last week. So we have Pittsburgh at New England week 3, and we have Washington at Atlanta week 4.
Oh, nice. You've been a voice. I mean, I feel like, and Chase feels the same way. Like, you're part of our family. I mean, you've been in my living room more than probably any other family member because we've heard you for years and years. Yeah. If I ask you to pick your favorite moment as a play-by-play, can you?
No, I don't know if I could pick out one particular moment. I've literally called thousands of games now between NFL and NBA and college basketball and tennis and golf and track and field and boxing. But I can tell you this from my personal point of view. I had so many Titans games early in my career, and I look back on that time and I really do cherish it. Jeff Fisher was such a pleasure to deal with. The fan base was so excited to have a team in Nashville, and those teams still have a place in my memory bank with McNair and George. That whole group was so excited. And then even the next iteration, the Vince Young, Chris Johnson group, I have so many memories and highlights. Just calling Derrick Henry runs. Like that is a play-by-play guy. Going in, this guy's going to provide you with something exciting. Now it's your time and moment to meet the moment. And that was always the great pleasure of coming and doing Titans games.
Do you critique yourself? Because, like, I hate hearing myself. I did TV for so many years as a sports sector here in Nashville. I never watched myself because I'm like, oh my God, are you past that? Because you're a professional. You do a great job.
I would say I'm past it. I think early on there were definitely those moments if you would hear the tape back. And remember, when I started with CBS, we were talking about VHS tapes. That's how you would have to watch yourself. They would send you these VHS tapes in the mail, and I would pop the game on. And I'm with you. I was not necessarily comfortable. You know what's really interesting though? This was something that I figured out a few years in, because I would watch my game back the second it would come in the mail on either Monday afternoon or Tuesday morning. And I did that for the first 3 years of my career at CBS. And I didn't feel like I was making drastic improvement in what I was doing. And at some point, probably around year 4, I decided to stop doing that. And what I would do is during the summer, I would watch a random game back from a year earlier or 2 years earlier. So now the information was not fresh in my head. I don't remember why we did X in the open. I don't remember why I said what I said. It was all just clear in my brain and I could truly assess it and evaluate it. And that's what I started doing. And even now, I'll pop in a game from 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and I think I get a better sense of performance than when it's so fresh that I can't truly look at what I did and give an honest feedback of it. So that ended up being much more helpful to me than what I was doing previously.
Good. I can tell you this, that, you know, when you listen to a broadcast or watch a broadcast, you can tell when the announcers are having fun. I feel like with the NCAA tournament, you have a lot of fun, and I always enjoy your coverage of the NCAA tournament. I know it has to be cool.
It means a lot. Thank you. I mean, obviously being with Bill Raftery and Grant Hill, I've known Raf forever, and he's one of my best friends on earth. So we can go places maybe that some broadcast partners can't go because we know that we're going there together. And I even sense that with JJ, even after just one game, there is a sense of levity and, you know, busting chops that is acceptable in a relationship if both parties are into it and are on board together. And that's, you guys know, you understand from a chemistry standpoint, you can't do the show that you're doing every day if you're overthinking what your partner might be thinking. It has to be reactionary, instinctual. You're making decisions in real time. And in doing so, you really got to trust your instincts that, hey, this is good for the show. And in my mind, whatever I do, I'm trying to do what's best for the broadcast. Truly, not what's best for me, not what's best for our analysts, not what's best for the sideline person. I'm just doing what's best for the broadcast. And as long as you have that philosophy, I think you can't go wrong.
Before we let you go, how much do you get to be dad and cheer Noah on? He does a tremendous job with, you know, what he's doing with NBC and his own career. You got your stuff, but that has to be pretty special to watch your son follow in your footsteps.
Oh yeah, it's been so cool. It really has. I think probably the person that's not getting enough credit is my wife, who now has to tack on an extra 3.5 hours of football every week. That was not a part of her life prior. So she's watching the Saturday night game on NBC. She's watching my game on Sunday. She's crushing tape on Tuesday. No, she's not doing that. She obviously is so proud, and I'm so proud. I'm proud of him as a person more than anything else. He's just handled everything really well. He's a good dude. He gets it. He understands how all this stuff works, and he cares. He cares about doing the job the right way, treating people the right way. So, no, it's a father's dream. If your kid even has an interest in what you do, that gives you those good feelings. If they actually want to do what you do, that's a whole other area of pride that I've been feeling and continue to feel every year.
Well, Ian, we appreciate you taking the time to join us today. We look forward to the broadcast on Sunday in Nashville, but thanks again, and we'll talk again soon.
Yeah, anytime, guys. Excited about it. We'll see you this weekend.
Absolutely. Ian Eagle, he will be on the call with J.J. Watt and Evan Washburn for the Titans and the Rams on CBS coming up this Sunday. And again, he does it all. Does the NBA, does college basketball.
Great. He's great.
As we mentioned, I mean, he's one of those versatile broadcasters, and we appreciate him joining us. We'll react to some of that and wrap up hour number 2 next here on Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game.
Hey guys, Big Joe here. Do you know that September is Suicide Prevention Month? But for us on this show, we talk about it every single day. Unfortunately, we've all been affected by a friend or loved one who has suffered from depression and is no longer with us. And, you know, for the last 2 years, we've been on that mental health mission on the Chasing Big Joe show. We tell you that if you were struggling, please talk to someone. Talking to someone saved my life. If you're in that dark place, that dark tunnel, I want you to know that help is around the corner. We are so excited. We have partnered with Unity Psychiatric Care, just a wonderful place right here in Middle Tennessee for you to get well and it works. Just go to GameNashville.com, click on the Chase and Big Joe show, and there you'll see a link to Unity Psychiatric Care. So many have reached out to us, and now we have a partner that cares about you. And listen, you do not have to go through any of this alone. You can call 1-888-508-8002. That's 1-888-508-8002. And listen, we love you. And I tell you all the time, our world is a better place because you are here. And please know that. Simply go to GameNashville.com, click on the Chase and Big Joe tab, and you'll see the information for Unity Psychiatric Care right there. Help is just around the corner. And no, you do not have to go through any of this alone.
Well, this is perfect for our question of the day. Chase and Big Joe, we're presented by the Omni Nashville Hotel and live today at Bellmead Historic Site and Winery. But our question of the day is, Joe.
Chase and Jake Lyman are participating in the Nashville Fair cow milking competition tomorrow night. I'm lucky I get to host that. We're going against other media outlets in Nashville. So our question of the day is, what advice do you have for Chase and Jake on how to milk a cow? We want to win this. So we need advice. What advice do Chase and Jake need? 615-737-1025. You can call or text. All ideas are welcome. Please let us know.
I just know some of them I can read and some of them I can't because I like my job. So 615-737-1025. We had some good ones earlier. Again, most of them I couldn't read, but they were still they were funny.
But we need the girls from Local On 2, Stephanie and Laura, are already talking some serious junk, man, and they need to be knocked down a notch off because they won it last year.
Yeah.
And they said that all the counts they're going to defend their title. I'm like, you haven't met Chase and Jake yet.
Lenny said earlier, play Let's Get It On by Marvin Gaye. And he just said, that's my song. You're going to win. Set the mood.
You got to get the trophy, bring it back Friday. If you guys win Friday, we'll be just
we'll
nonstop.
We'll bring that trophy and show it off.
So you're going to get to the 4 other TV stations, and then you guys are battling tomorrow night. So 5.
Yeah.
5 teams in there.
We're looking forward to it.
And
it's going to be fun.
I mean, how did you? I did it 2 years ago. I came in last. You did it last year, or you hosted last year.
Yeah.
Do they predetermine? I mean, is there like a cow that gives a son like, hey, I got you? Does a cow let you know?
No. Not usually.
Is it the skinny cow? I mean, I don't know how this.
Not really.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I do not. I'm fascinated by this.
I mean, there was one like 2 years ago. One looked at me like, this might not work out well for you,
and it didn't.
And it did.
He
So
came in last.
That's how it is. 615-737-1025.
Oh man.
We will have more coming in hour number 3. Chasing Big Joe live at Bellmead site, historic site and winery here at 102.5 The Game. Chasing Big Joe, hour number 3, 102.5 The Game. He's Big Joe Dubin. I'm Chase McCabe. Dr. Crane, Nick Frazier back at the ranch as we are live today at Bellmead Historic Site and Winery. You can step into Nashville's history just by walking here. Titans and Rams coming up this weekend. Appreciate Ian Eagle for joining us on the show as he'll be on the call. Brian Callahan spoke earlier today, and you know, it was kind of the first, he talked on Monday, but he's watched the film. Now they've had team meetings. They're back on the practice field, all of those things. And now it's officially move on from Denver and focus on the Rams. But one thing that was brought up is on Cam Ward. We know that Cam Ward throws the ball pretty hard. We obviously saw a lot of the drops that happened in the Denver game. So Callahan was asked if he thinks that Cam Ward threw passes quicker than maybe the receivers were anticipating. This is what Callahan said.
Times like on seams or like the quick hitting type of stuff, do you feel Cam was too early on that and it got up on them too fast? Like you look at Ridley on the 2nd and 10, and then that whole series, like with Chig also, and I think DK had one where he kind of slid.
Yeah, no, I think that the one that Chig was a quick throw. You know, he has a seam throw versus man, and he had beat him, and Cam was trying to squeeze it in for that post safety. You know, leaned enough over there. It was a pretty good ball. Would have been a tough catch the way that the speed of it. But I think it was one that you know, if you ask Chig himself, he'd probably think he could make. But that was a hot ball in a tight window. And those are plays that you make sometimes, and sometimes you don't. Would have liked to have seen that one made.
The timing is there on those.
Oh yeah. I don't have any. I have no issue with Cam's timing in the game whatsoever. I thought he played on time and played pretty well.
Translation: the receiver needs to catch the ball.
Right. Yeah.
I mean that look, and I appreciate Teron Davenport, because I'm not saying other media members don't do this, but you know, TD goes and watches the film, and he's trying to look at what the coaches are looking at, and you can hear that how he articulated the question. And so I think Brian gave him, you know, a good answer. But I took my takeaway from that was, hey, the timing's right. You may throw the ball hard, catch the ball.
Catch the ball. What are we going to do? It softball toss to him? You're paid a lot of money to catch the ball. It's obvious you do not want to go across the middle. You hear footsteps. Then get out of the game. I mean, what you did Sunday, Calvin Ridley, is embarrassing. You should be embarrassed at your performance.
Do you think
dropping
he is?
the ball.
Do you think he is?
I don't think he gives a damn. I really don't think he gives a damn.
He should.
He should. I hope he does.
He should. There should be pride. I mean,
but
look, you can tell.
Tap myself. My bad. No, man. That's
you get to do that one time.
Yeah.
You do it on, like he did it on the first one. He kind of, you know, raises and he's like, "Hey, that was me." The third and fourth and fifth and, you know, whatever. I mean, and it wasn't just him. There were 8 passes. I think it was on the McAfee show.
Chig dropped one.
Who was it that was talking about it? It was
Boston somebody.
No, it was they had the quarterback.
Dan Orlovsky.
Dan Orlovsky. Thank you. I need you guys sometimes.
Right.
They had Dan Orlovsky on it, and he was like, "Look, there were 8 balls that got dropped because, you know, they didn't catch him.
They didn't catch him.
Right. It wasn't on the quarterback. It was on the receiver not making the catch.
Whether he's throwing like Roger Clemens or Chase McCabe, catch the ball.
Yep.
You're a whole different narrative we're talking right now. But you're paid a lot. I'm gonna hammer that point. You're paid a lot of money to catch the football. Catch the football. Don't make us the whole topic of Restrepo again. We did that yesterday. Show me you want to play football and you'll go across the middle. I'm telling you what, Restrepo will go across the middle. He's got something to prove. Now, if you don't want to do it anymore, then walk away from the game of football. That's fine.
Sure.
That's fine. But catch the ball. Your team needs you to catch the ball.
I mean, look, like there's people that, you know, that have put that, like William on our YouTube chat says Callahan needs to relinquish his rights as a play caller, and then says Ridley's still putting money on games. I'm not going to go that far. I just think he had a bad game.
I don't know. He dropped passes.
He did.
And it's been a problem before. If you're too scared to go across the middle, then get out of the game of football.
Yep.
Because you know the Rams are watching that. If I'm the Rams secondary, when he comes to the line of scrimmage, hey, man, go across the middle. I'm taking your head off. I'm talking nonstop.
Yeah.
I am talking trash nonstop. So when Calvin really does go across the middle, he's like, oh, gosh. Yeah, I'm going to do it, man. So if the Rams are seeing that, unbelievable. That's your number one guy dropping passes.
Let's see. I'm trying to pull something up for a second. Talk amongst yourselves. So who do we think they're going to put on?
Oh gosh, I have no clue.
On Ridley. So you got Akella Witherspoon, Darius Williams, Josh Wallace, Emmanuel Forbes Jr., and Kobe Durant that are the corners for the Rams.
I don't know how
so I don't know who would.
If the guys stay on the one side the whole time, if they match up, they assign one guy to their number one. I don't know how the Rams do that.
There's a guy on the Rams roster that used to play for the Titans.
Oh, no.
Laurel Murchison.
Is that the guy from NC State?
Yes. Is a DN.
DN, that's right.
Yeah. Not DN, D-end.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. We could do a whole segment on ex-Titans players who are out there.
Yeah.
Hey, but he did nothing here, so get out of here.
Was he was a J-Rod.
I think he's 21 or 22 draft.
Yeah.
Get out of here. You're not doing anything? Nah, be gone. And we'll see you. We'll take care of yourself. So that's what happens.
Thank you.
Murchison. Good Lord.
Yeah. So there you go. That's one from way back. But yeah. And look, if you take, Stafford looked okay in the first game, but otherwise you're dealing with Jimmy Garoppolo or Stetson Bennett.
Right? Didn't Stetson Bennett take every snap?
I think
in the
so.
Preseason? Stafford will be there. Look, he sit there and practice. Yeah, I get that, but he has to go, every 100% on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And the guy's been around since. Funny question for you. Stafford's center at Georgia for 1 year was who?
I have no idea.
Ben Jones.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
That was the 2008 season. And Stafford went. Look at the pounding Stafford took for the Lions for all those years, man. All those years. Gets to the Rams at 21, leads them to a Super Bowl. He's still got some gas left in his tank, man.
What do you think about the matchup of, Devontae Adams, Puka Nacua, Tutu Atwell, the Rams receivers against the Titans secondary? Because the Titans secondary looked decent last week.
Bring it. They looked really good. Titans secondary's got some really confidence. Last week, how they played against Bo Nix and those receivers for Denver. Bring it. Brownlee, temper down a tad bit. Don't do stuff to hurt the team. Keep your hot play up. I think Hooker's good. I like McCreary getting in there. And Snead. All right, earn your money this weekend, buddy. I'm telling you, Snead, if you get out there and play and show this home crowd that you want to be here and you care and you play good, they'll be behind you 1,000%.
Do we think he's on a pitch count again?
Oh, my God.
He was mad about that. Like he's because they basically sat him for the second half, and his explanation to the media was that wasn't the plan.
Pitch count. Let him play. If he's out there at the beginning of the game let him play.
I would agree.
I just don't get all that stuff.
I would agree with that. So let's see. A couple of answers to our question of the day, which is advice to me and Jake Lyman on milking a cow. Mike in Las Casas says, Chase, you have no chance. to equate it to a Seinfeld episode, Stephanie and Laura have access to the equipment 24 hours a day. You only get access to the teats once a year. Good show.
Nick Barris, look at it. Sent that long text to you right here. He said how to effectively milk a cow. Thank you, Nick Barris. I'll forward this on to Chase.
Yeah. Thank you, Nick. Or Mick. We appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you very much there.
615-737-1025. That is our phone and text line. Driven by WilsonCountyHyundai.com. We'll have more coming here on the Chase and Big Joe Show live at Belmead Historic Site. 1025 The Game.
See that touch he had on it? Yeah. He give me time to run under it. Yeah. He give me it's easy catches.
Ward rips one, and it's incomplete for Ridley.
So that's what I love about him. It's not, hard catches. He has some touch. He let me run right under it, and it was soft. So
Let's see if Cam can follow suit. A drop by Calvin Ridley, their top receiver again.
Man, that's all the receiver ever wanted, man.
Chase and Big Joe, 102.5 The Game on this Wednesday. That was a little Calvin Ridley mashup. We're live at Bellmead Historic Site and Winery today. We've enjoyed being here and talk a little bit more about the history here. We bring in Casey Gillespie. Say it right? Gillespie, is that right?
You got it. You nailed it.
Yeah, awesome. He is the Director of Interpretation. Now, Joe thought that meant he spoke 7 languages. That's not quite. You're interpreting the history.
Much.
The historical sites.
Yeah, I wish I spoke that many languages, but yeah, we're just interpreting the history for our guests who may be coming from across the country or across the world, and they may not have that context. That's our job, is to provide that context for them.
So the mansion obviously is the centerpiece of the whole site. What has been some things that have stood out to you that you have learned about the mansion since you've been here?
Absolutely. It's a gorgeous Greek revival, or we might say neoclassical home. But one of the things that really stood out to me was how many people came and visited this site. I mean, you had the Vanderbilts, you had the Astors, you had President Grover Cleveland, Ulysses S. Grant. So many important individuals have come through those doors, but they were all treated with the same level of hospitality. And that's the level of hospitality that we tried, and I think we do a good job at this recreate today for those guests across the country.
We're talking to Casey Gillespie, Director of Interpretation here at the Bellmead Historic Site. I think it's really cool because a lot of people are here and they care, and you get to share the story with so many people from around the country. What is that like?
It's amazing every day, and every day here is something new. What we really feel is that people who come here and take our tours, they are so invested, and they leave here almost with this charge to carry on the preservation of history when they go back home,
right,
or in their community. And our job, I think, communicates that preserving history is important for everybody, past, present, moving forward. So I think people leave here with that concept.
Casey, I grew up here. Chase grew up here. I didn't know 98% of this. You grew up here. Did you know this before you started working here?
I did a little bit.
Okay. It's fascinating.
I'm a self-proclaimed history nerd, so I feel like when I was a kid learning about the Civil War, my favorite interest, I learned a little bit about Bellmead. And then growing up here too, we came out here for a couple field trips when I was a little kid. So yeah, it's always kind of been around, and I'm glad it's still here. So
the Battle of Bellmead, I mean, that, because I'm kind of like you, like fascinated with the Civil War and different battle sites. I went to Franklin Road Academy. That was the Battle of Peach Orchard Hill, so they were still finding, stuff. So I'm sure that that's also a popular tour, to learn about a battle in the Civil War.
It is. We launched last year, and we have been overwhelmed with the feedback from guests who are taking the tour, from the local historic community. I mean, the Battle of Nashville, just to put it in the context of one of the largest battles in the culminating years of the war. And I think coming here and learning about its effects on this property, on the family, on the enslaved, really puts into perspective how transformative the Battle of Nashville was.
Cherie shared with us earlier the lineage, the Kentucky Derby, the horses, everything. Just another part of the fascination with being out here. What's your favorite part?
With just the horses?
Just everything.
Everything. Oh my goodness.
To me, that's the favorite part, because that ties into the Kentucky Derby. People love horse racing, and there's a lot of the roots started right here on these grounds. I'm just curious what your favorite part is.
Yeah, so I'm gonna piggyback right on the horses there. If you look at the Kentucky Derby today, it's taking place in Louisville. We've recognized Kentucky being that centerpiece for a long, long time. But if you go back pre-1875, Tennessee, specifically Middle Tennessee and Nashville, was the crown jewel of the horse racing industry.
Wow.
And the stables that were here, I mean, just within, I would say, a 10-mile radius of where we are right now, there were at least five prominent racetracks. So, if you would have stepped back in time, horse racing was really driving the economics of Tennessee.
Is that pretty cool to know that it's the same ground? I mean, it's the same ground, the same trees, same area. All that was 150 years ago.
Yeah, and again, to my earlier point, you're taking the same steps that these prominent Americans have walked. You're taking the same steps that these famous stallions have walked, even the soldiers with the Battle of Nashville. So it is very humbling, I would say, to be here
That's
and
cool.
be able to do that.
How do people get signed up for tours? Can they just show up? Do they need to go to the website? What's the best way?
So we make it really easy. You can go to our website at visitbellmead.com. We have a booking platform where you can look on the calendar for the day or weeks in advance if you'd like to choose the tour that you're interested in. Or if you're just happening to be in the area and you want to stop by and visit our tickets office, you can book a tour that day as well. So it's very easy, very seamless experience for our guests.
I would imagine you have people that come for lunch and they're like, oh, I'll stay for the tour.
Yeah, and then there's so many things on the property. We have our wonderful winery here. We have our restaurants, the Meat and Three and the Fox Run and our Coop and Scoop. So there's truly something here for everyone to experience. And yeah, while you're having a meal, you can learn about the history or go explore our grounds. It's just a perfect way to spend a day while you're here in Nashville.
Very cool. Casey, thanks so much for having us and explaining a little bit more about the tours.
Thank you so much for your time. I enjoyed being here.
Casey Gillespie, the Director of Interpretation here at Bellmead Historic Site and Winery. And again, you can come and check it all out and also just visit their website, which is visitbellmead.com. So we're excited to be out here today and have had fun so far.
Now, tell me your tie into this. Isn't there a tie-in?
I don't know. That's why, you keep asking me that, and I don't remember. My uncle did something here. And I don't remember exactly what it was.
You're Mr. Nash. You got a lot of Nashville roots, my man.
Yep, I do.
You do.
I do.
Should write a book, Chase's Roots.
Maybe. I could write a few books.
Why not? Today's the anniversary of my book. My first book 3 years ago today it came out.
And now you have five of them.
Thanks for checking out. 5. You can write. They're easy to do. Write about something, self-publish it. It's good. Our friend Cherie was on early. She's written 2 cookbooks.
Yeah.
Just get out there and get it done.
So you have Create the Chaos.
Correct. Screaming at God.
Screaming at God. Lord, please don't hit that mailbox.
We all walk together.
We all walk together, and then
Nashville, I Still Love You.
And you can get them on Amazon.com.
Which has done really, really, really well. And so thank you, Jim Wyatt, for buying some copies that you did. So,
I have a few people that actually want you to sign theirs.
I
that have
get
bought some
it, man.
copies.
I am free. It's $5 first book. 10 books, $10 every book. No, I'm very humbled and honored that somebody would read my book and to another degree to buy it. So it's really cool.
615-737-1025. People are still giving me some advice on cow milking. Cody says, wear boots, be deliberate in your movements, squeeze, don't pull. Squeeze and pull, don't yank, and you'll be fine.
Oh. Put your
don't.
Mom,
no.
God. Oh, why do we put ourselves in a corner?
No, it's you. It's you. You're the one that is.
But you're going to take the crown tomorrow night,
fourth
man.
grader. So I'm going to try.
Has Jake ever been around a cow? I mean, is he a city boy?
He says he thinks he did it when he was a kid.
Oh my goodness.
So
all right.
I don't know. By the way, Andy has weighed in on what you said yesterday. Bringing Xavier Restrepo for the slot. The perfect over-the-middle guy that Cam knows and will catch the ball.
He will catch the ball. You tell Restrepo, hey, we want you to catch the ball and run to the river. He's running to the river. The guy wants to prove he belongs. It's the same way with an Edelman and with Welker. Welker was undrafted, right? He got the opportunity with the Dolphins, and he just killed Bill Belichick. What does Belichick do? Goes and gets him. He's like, I'm going to get the guy who's killing my team. And Edelman was the same way. Give these guys opportunity. Now, you just don't throw them out there because you don't think they can contribute something. But I'm all about bringing Restrepo up. If I see what I see from Calvin Ridley again and other guys dropping passes, why not?
Yep. 615-737-1025. We'll have more on the Titans and even a little college football. Coming up next, Chasing Big Joe, 1025 The Game. Little Roy Orbison bringing us back. Chasing Big Joe, 1025 The Game on this Wednesday. Just having some fun here at Belmead.
That's all we are. Like Spicoli, man, having some suds, learning about Belmead historic.
I feel like
winery.
with our video setup here, if you're watching on the stream, we we have our camera here where we're looking all pretty and nice, but we also have the the iPad set up so you can see the beautiful historic site here at Belmead. I feel like you should do a weather report now.
It's going to be hot. There you go. That's what it's going to be.
But yeah, no, again, we're excited to be out here, Belmead Historic Site and Winery. It's Wednesday, which means tomorrow's Thursday, which means we have football again.
Oh, yeah.
We get 2 days off. That's it.
There's a good game tomorrow night. Who is it? Packers and
Commanders.
Commanders. Yeah.
Commander skins.
What's the NCAA Thursday night game?
I knew you were going to ask me that. It is. Oh, we're also going to be doing a little wine tasting here in just.
I've got grape juice. I don't know what you have. Thank you, ma'am.
No game. Let's see. I don't think so. There is a NC State Wake Forest.
Oh, okay.
So Wake Forest, NC State, 2-0 teams.
All right. You will not be watching because
No, I'll be milking a cow.
You better be focused on your job tomorrow night at the Nashville Fair.
I won't be watching Friday night either because I will be on the Metro Schools game of the week, and we are tweaking the schedule a little bit to do really good games.
Yeah.
Going to head out to Rutherford County as Pearl Cone takes on Oakland.
Oh man,
that's gonna be a good game.
Two of my favorite coaches. I can't pull for either school. I'm sorry. Coach Pernetti.
You will be on a plane
in Nevada.
Yeah.
But Coach Pernetti at Pearl Cone, who I love.
We're going to talk to him tomorrow and talk to Coach Creasy tomorrow as well.
Coach Creasy at Oakland. These guys are state champions, winners, and heck of a football coaches. Love those guys, man.
Max Hurst tells me Rand Carthon is on ESPN radio right now with Freddie and Harry. So he's just making the media tour.
Hey, Alex, for $400, name something I would not listen to. That show.
Surprised you woke up for that. Friday night, got a few games. Colorado and Houston, Indiana State, Indiana, Colgate and Syracuse. You love Colgate. Are you more of a Crest guy?
More of a Crest guy,
Yeah,
but
that's cool.
lately it's been Arm & Hammer, so I don't mind that.
Kansas State at Arizona, and then New Mexico at UCLA. UCLA is terrible.
Yeah, and then poor Nico, man.
No.
I'm saying that as sarcastic.
Yeah. I mean, look, this is where he's going to have to learn that you got to take control of your own destiny at some point. I think Daddy got in the way. And, and it failed miserably.
Yeah, and look, I get it. A lot of people are like, too bad. Look, he's off the radar.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Aguilar is a much better quarterback than Nico is because he runs Heupel's offense like he wants it to be run. Quick, up-tempo, fast. I mean, it's been really good watching. And I don't count the ETSU game. That game, beating East Tennessee State by that does not benefit Tennessee at all. Because last year, remember, they curb stomped Chattanooga and Kent State. Beat them like 150-0 combined. Those games don't help you any. The Syracuse game was monumental because they gave you a fight. They came back, made it a ball game late in the game, and he went down and scored the touchdown. So that game was good. Now you got Jordan. We'll talk to Mike Griffith, our good friend from the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, and Paul Feinbaum's best friend tomorrow at 1 o'clock on our show leading up to the Georgia-Tennessee game. It's a huge game. I mean, this is probably the biggest game now of Heupel's career. Ohio State was, because of what was there in the playoff, but Saturday's game for Tennessee. And look, you go out and again, in the world is now this new college football. If you lose on Saturday, it's not over. But that's not the mindset because that's what Heupel told you, Chase.
Yep.
At media days, we don't go in any game expecting a break because we got a new quarterback breaking in. We're going to win every single game, and that's the mindset.
I don't think this is a have to win for Tennessee, but I do think they need to win it.
It'd be great.
And here's not necessarily just for this season, but again, I've brought this up. You've checked all the boxes of the rivals that you need to beat. You've beaten Alabama twice. You've beaten Florida twice. He's beaten Vandy every year he's been there, I believe. I think that's right. Yep.
Yeah.
So you've taken care of that. You haven't beaten Georgia. And you know, the schedule's going to change. They're going to go to 9 SEC games. That's probably going to change some things of who you see every year. You need to beat Georgia.
I thought you said it best yesterday on your bingo card. Beating Georgia's not been, what do you call that, the dauber? You know, when you go to bingo parlor, the dauber. The dauber has not hit that box yet, and that's what need to do to take the next step in a program as a coach and everything else. Beat them. Kiffin in 09 beat Georgia that year. That was really good for what at the moment was for Tennessee. Butch in 16, beating Florida in 16. Get that monkey off his back. Things like that go on. So it's a big game. It's not the game, but it's a damn big game.
No, I agree. And look, I think Vanderbilt and South Carolina, it's cool to have both prominent college teams in town, and obviously there are others. Austin Peay's played well, middle, Tennessee Tech, what have you, but TSU. But to have Tennessee, Vandy kind of in that, both looking to do special things, that's pretty cool to see. And go ahead and read the tweet because I was waiting for you to see it.
Sorry. Our man, Teron Davenport. If you're not following Teron, you need to. He does a great job of covering the Titans. As you said earlier, he actually gets down and watches the film and all the good stuff. He has a tweet that says, Titans wide receivers catching passes today. Van Jefferson, Tyler Lockett, Alik Iomanner, James Prochet, and our man, Xavier Restrepo, is out there. Thank you, Nick Frazier. Say, look who's catching some footballs.
Catch
with the receivers. Catch the strap.
It's a sickness you want to have, baby.
I love it. X marks the catch. I am telling you again, if he plays on Sunday and just goes crazy, I will be insufferable on this show on Monday. I might have a Restrepo jersey that Nick Frazier is going to buy for me.
Sure.
I would love to see that.
Nick's like, I don't have
size
$300
medium.
to get
I'd love to
that
see
on
a
there.
medium Restrepo jersey.
And again, we did the topic yesterday. It's like we want this football team to win on Sunday, right? We want them to win. And if the coaches feel he gives them a shot to win, put him in. If they feel he doesn't, then don't put him in. But we would love to see him in because I think he would give everything he has to help this football team win on Sunday.
Oh, 100%.
I'm telling you. Also, if he comes in and is a success, that's the best story in the National Football League.
Yeah.
That is the best story in football is your Xavier Restrepo if he comes in and does this. Now, he's got to do it, obviously, but still.
Does Cam, and look, front office people, yes, talk to the players, listen, take some of their feedback, but like ultimately, like the players play, they don't know how to build a team. But does Cam have the cachet yet to walk into Callahan and walk into Borgonzi and Brinker and say, hey, give my guy a shot?
Hell yeah, he does. I saw him at Miami.
Like, he knows me. I know him.
He ran a 4.85. I get that's why he did not get I get that. But after what I saw on Sunday, man, you think when Cam is talking to the receivers, he does the Key and Peele handshake?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
My man.
I love that. I love it. That's one of the greatest.
It is.
Obama. It's for those of you who don't know, it's Obama and it's Key and Peele.
It's great,
so good.
man.
It's so good.
Oh my God. But I really think if this happens, which God, I would love for it to happen, would be the best story. Any undrafted guy who comes in and leads your team to win is a great story. This would be a fantastic story for the Titans. And I know it's not going to happen.
No, I don't think it happens this week. I think it happens soon, but not this soon.
Are you not willing to catch the strep?
I'm willing. I'm just telling you what I think is going to happen.
Dr. Crane, what was your other one that was really good?
It's a sickness you want to have. I mean, come on now, Chase. The only prescription is to get sick here. You gotta get a little sick. You gotta swap a little bit.
I love it, man. I love it.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see what happens if he gets his opportunity. Do want to pass on. There is some breaking news out there that I know a lot of you have texted on. Politics don't matter in this. Charlie Kirk, who's an activist, was shot reportedly while doing an event in Utah. His spokesperson has said today at about 12:10 a shot was fired at the visiting speaker Charlie Kirk. That's from the university. He was hit and taken from the location by security. Campus police is investigating, and a suspect is in custody. This was at Utah Valley University. So again, just passing that along and hope that he is okay.
Yep.
Just a big
place.
thing that has come through obviously while we've been on the air, and we've seen it obviously unfolding on Twitter and
there's been
text
no
line, so.
update to his condition or anything. He was just shot and taken to the hospital in Utah. That's all we know.
So we obviously hope that he is okay, and wanted to pass along that information to all of you. Again, we're live today at Belmead Historic Site and Winery. We will come back with, as we always do, wrap up the show with what day is it and celebrity birthdays and the mashup, which I think might be pretty good today. We'll do that coming up next. Chase and Big Joe, 102.5 The Game. Chase and Big Joe, 102.5 The Game here on this Wednesday at Belmead Historic Site, and we have tried some wine from the winery. Gentleman's Blend, very, very smooth. I'm a fan.
It's really good. And then we had a celebrity, Dale Moles, came by here, tennis coach over at St. Cecilia in the neighborhood. We got, I mean, that's the place to be today.
It is. It is. And so we appreciate Belmead for having us out here and showing us a good time. And again, if you want us to come hang out at your business and, bother your people,
don't forget,
Just kidding.
Chase gives a 9-piece PowerPoint presentation about how to better yourself, and then I'll come in and insult your staff. So it's a full day. You'll earn the money.
Together at cromwellmedia.com. No, we love helping small businesses especially out, but it doesn't matter the size. Just together,
we love it
at cromwellmedia.com. We'll come help you out. With that, Dr. Crane, let's get to what day is it and celebrity birthdays. Brought to you by Jarrett Companies, Inc. Jarrett Fire Division covers all of your business's fire safety needs. Go to jarrettfire.com, above and beyond industry standards.
All right. First on the list, we have International Makeup Day. Joe mentioned makeup earlier in the show, so there you go.
I did.
International Creepy Boston Dynamics Robotic Horse Day. What? I don't know.
What?
I don't know. Just reading them. National Hot Dog Day is today, so there you go. Hot dogs are delicious.
Hot dog.
National Port Wine Day, so y'all are tasting some wine. National Quiet Day, celebrated in the United Kingdom. National Swap Ideas Day. Oh, here we go. So Be It Day. All right. You can know.
So be it.
So
Yeah.
be it. Yeah. Let's see. TV Dinner Day. You can get yourself a little TV tray out there. And then obviously, Joe says it in every show, but suicide. So World Suicide Prevention Day is today.
Wow.
Thank you for that. By the way, Swanson, wasn't that the TV dinner, the company?
Yeah.
Those things were disgusting. All right, I only ate 1 billion of them. All right, time for celebrity
they
birthdays.
won't be sponsoring us anytime soon. Thank you for that.
Time for celebrity birthdays. Our first birthday. You got to get these within 2 years. Singer Jose Feliciano.
73.
77.
80. Rocker Joe Perry, guitar player for Aerosmith.
74.
78.
75. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I knew it had to be around there. He just on the MTV, the VMAs, Video Music Awards, did a really cool tribute to Ozzy, and Steven Tyler and Joe Perry were a part of it.
Oh, nice.
Did Mama I'm Coming Home. It was really cool.
Remember when the VMAs were the must-watch?
Yeah, they're on CBS now. So
Which is because Viacom owns them.
CBS.
Wow. Director Chris Columbus. With a bunch of movies.
Yeah. 61.
60.
67. Bunch of movies in addition to Discovering America. Crazy. Actor Colin Firth.
48.
52.
65.
Dang.
Oh, actor Ryan Felipe, or is it Philippe? Anyways, daughter's birthday was yesterday. It's Reese Witherspoon's ex-husband.
56.
58.
51. Chases up 1-0. All right, more we got through these. Lead singer of Three Dog Night, Danny Hutton.
77.
74.
83. Actress Amy Irving used to be married to Steven Spielberg.
63.
67.
72. You guys are good on this.
Yep, we're great.
Let's see on down a few more here. Actor Raymond Cruz from Breaking Bad. Was he Tuco on Breaking Bad? Maybe he was.
55.
59.
61. Guys are terrible. Rapper Big Daddy Kane. Come on now.
53.
Wait, do I get a point in the last one?
What'd you say?
59.
He's 61. Yeah, you're right. My bad. Good job. Man.
Thank you.
I'm already on to the next one. Thank you for being
all right.
doing that.
Yeah, I have 75 for this one.
Chase, what'd you have?
I don't remember.
Big Daddy Kane.
53.
He's 57. Director Guy Ritchie, Madonna's ex-husband.
65.
58.
57. Dr. Crane's up 2-1. Let's go down here. Oh, guitar player Matthew Followill of Kings of Leon. Aren't they from Mount Juliet, allegedly?
Yep. 47.
50.
41. All right, let's go over here on this side here. PGA golfer Larry Nelson.
81.
71.
78. Joey Votto.
Joey Votto, 44.
47.
42. We're tied at 2. Ben Wallace, former NBA player.
46.
45.
51. The big unit, Randy Johnson.
57.
62.
62 exactly.
Wow.
Our last one, Dr. Green, up 4-2. How old is a guy that drives everybody crazy on Saturday, or used to? Gary Danielson.
Did he retire?
I think this year or maybe
yeah.
last week or something. But I think it's probably last year.
Gary Danielson, I'm going to say 73.
78.
74. That makes it 3 for Chase. Dr. Crane wins 4-3.
There
Dr.
you go.
Crane, you finally won one.
Congrats, Dr. Crane.
The moon has finally gone to full crescent. We're good to go.
Love it.
There you
I don't
go.
know if that means anything, but I won. Thank
It does
God.
not.
It probably doesn't, but that's okay. With that, let's get to our mashup today. Very good job, Dr. Crane. I had a feeling that one was going to be interesting today.
Oh, yeah.
Again, thank you to Bellmead Historic Site and Winery for having us here today. Visit bellmead.com is the website. We've sampled some wine, the Gentleman's Blend, and there's so many cool things to do out here. So we appreciate them having us out.
Yeah, we love it. Again, as we leave every show with our mental health mission, you know, that if you're struggling or anything, please talk to somebody on your cell phone really quick. You can dial 988 and get help there. You can text that. Or we've partnered with Unity Psychiatric Care. Just go to GameNashville.com, click on the Chase and Big Joe show, and there's professional help right here in Middle Tennessee to get you through whatever you're going through. As Dr. Crane said earlier, it is National Suicide Prevention Day. It's National Suicide Prevention Month. But on this show, it's every single day that we want to tell you that we love you. You're doing a heck of a job. And if something happened to you, our world would not be the same. So be strong, stay with us, and know that we love you. And more importantly, more than anything else in this world, God loves you.
Amen to that. Peace, love, rock and roll. Be nice to each other. Just please. DVD is coming up next here on 102.5 The Game.